Hey guys, it's Hannah with Vibrant Restorations. Today I'm going to discuss prepping this piece and maybe even changing the look up a little bit. I feel like this adds a very dated element to this piece, even though it is an antique. But I just would like to kind of change it up a little bit, if you will. I've decided that I'm going to take this top pediment and put it down as more of a backsplash on this buffet. I'm going to take this part out. Of course, I'm going to save the pieces because you never know when you might come across another piece that you actually need something like that for. So I'm going to take that off, drop this down, and then work on the painting and go from there. So really neat piece, solid wood. It's got some nice details, but that top part just kind of takes me back to fireplace or a mantle, and that's just not the look I'm going for. I'm kind of thinking like a beachy kind of theme, some blues, maybe some greens, and I just love this little applique right here on the doors. It kind of reminds me of a trident or something underwater, so I really want to play on that. It's got two drawers up here. Ooh, that one definitely needs some cleaning on the inside. And then you've got the cabinets, very old. And I'm going to be cleaning that out nice. I probably won't show that on this video just because that's not a very exciting thing to see. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to wheel this around. Thank God for these 3-wheel rollers. I really wish I had discovered these sooner. It really makes moving furniture by myself 10 times easier. Now, the back view on this piece, you can see it's had a new, some new wood pieces right here to hold it steady. It just kind of goes down. So I probably will need to actually take these off, maybe get some shorter ones or just cut these down for this piece to go on here. You guys, I always save any extra screws or anything that comes off of there. Even if I'm not using it for this piece, I'll put it in a little tin because I mean, hardware is not cheap, so I'm sure you can always find another use for it. Okay, so let's take off this beauty. I mean, look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? This is what sold me on the piece, really, to be honest. I wanted this. Set that off to the side. Take this down. Of course, I'm going to repurpose some of those other pieces probably. You never know. But I think that looks really pretty. Alright guys, I'm ready to start painting on this piece. Once again, it's really hot in here, so excuse the sweatiness. I'm going to kind of do some different colors and then kind of bring them together a little bit. Once again, I'm kind of going for that underwater look. First one I'm going to start with is the Dixie Belle Palmetto. It's this really nice greenish color. And then I'm going to do some mermaid tail, which is one of my favorite colors so far. It's this really pretty teal look. And then also I've got Bunker Hill Blue, and that is a really nice rich blue color. And I'm going to kind of bring it up here, and I'm going to bring the palmetto through here, and some mermaid tail just kind of throughout. So that's my plan. All right, I'm going to start with the palmetto. Give it a good shake. All my stuff down here. Okay. I'm gonna start with I have this 2-inch Valspar brush. I like it because it's got the short handle. I'm just gonna be using this one. And then I also have this little 2-inch shorty like brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure those are good and mist it with some H2O. Because once again, it is hot. And it also really helps your paint go on nice and smooth. It really just kind of keeps it flowing. If you find that with your chalk mineral paint or chalk paint types that you kind of have a hard time getting it to work, then you need to go ahead and give it a spritz with some water. Now I do have this on like a fine mist because I don't want to do the drips. I mean, I might later, but right now that's not what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna give it a little mist when my paint's getting dry. So. This is going to be just the first coat, so I'm not going to I'm not going to really be blending them a lot. I'm just going to be putting them on there, so. Always take the stuff from the top lid so we don't waste that. And just start going. Make sure y'all can see okay. Ugh, look at that, it's beautiful. Go ahead and get a good coating on my mermaid's tail. Jumping ahead, I just wanted to kind of show you what was going on in the top. That part is too pretty not to show you. So I don't quite know where I'm going with this, but just thought you'd like to see. Let me bring it closer for you. Here we go. I'm definitely a painter who kind of bounces around. Like I can't hardly stay with one side or one angle. I just keep going and incorporating. And then I have to come back and redo things. So that's just part of it. to let that completely dry before I try to do anything else to it. This is dried really well. So I'm going to go ahead and do my second coat and start with the blending. We'll start with Palmetto. Now, I picked up this little brush. It's just a really short little roundish type brush, and it said it was for stenciling, but I figured it'd be a good blender, and I got 2 of them in a pack, so we'll see how they work. What do I think of those? Just kind of start to